This is what we call the general form of a quadratic equation. Any quadratic equation can be written in this way. Now, let's take a look at the equation and see what we have in the equation. The equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That is the general form of a quadratic equation. Now, we first have ax squared, and a is called the coefficient of x squared. A coefficient, it's a number that is multiplied by a variable. We call that a coefficient. And here we can see that a is being multiplied by x squared. A represents a number, and x squared is the variable. So a is the coefficient of x squared. And then next we have bx. B represents a number as well, and it's being multiplied by x, which is the variable. So b is the coefficient of the variable x. And then last, we have c. C is called a constant. And a constant is a number that is not multiplied by any variable. So if you have a number like 2, 3, 4, and if that number is not being multiplied by any variable, we call it a constant. And that is what C represents, a constant. Right. Now, I'm going to write down an example of a quadratic equation that is in general form. And here's the equation. It's 2x squared minus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. Right. So as we can see, this equation, it's in the general form. And let's see what our coefficients are. Let's start with the coefficient of x squared. What is the coefficient of x squared in this equation? What is our a? Our a is 2. That's the coefficient of x squared. And what about our b? Our b is -3. The whole thing, including the negative. Right. That's our b. -3 is the coefficient of x. And then our constant, which is our c. Our constant is 4.